So, welcome to Bow Hunting Soul. Okay, this is kind of a follow-up on the UPS PVD driver job that I originally posted about in back in it was end of November, I think, or beginning of December. As you know, I did a temporary gig with UPS for their seasonal what they call PVD, personal vehicle driver. That means you use your own vehicle, your own car, and you drive around and deliver packages. They have that program going for people that do the overflow for the really heavy season, obviously the holiday season in December. And it was my first year doing it, and I said I was going to do a little follow-up when that gig ended, and I got to tell you, it was top notch. I loved it. I really liked it. Now in my area, like I said, I'm in Minnesota, and in the area that I was delivering, the warehouse that I was working out of, the distribution center rather, they were paying $28 an hour and 58 cents a mile mileage. Now other areas are going to pay less. I've seen them as low as like $21 an hour, so don't go just off of mine, but that is legit. I mean, it is a legit thing. And what did I think of it? Well, I drove around, not in this car, I drove around in my other car. It was a Ford Escape. But people used everything from, Honda Civics to, big giant SUVs and trucks and stuff like that. Probably like a large SUV. You can fold down all the seats, things like that are probably your best bet. You can get a lot of stuff in there. You can organize things, pretty well in there. It's I don't know, it worked out pretty well for me. I had to make, multiple trips per day. As far as the hours go, I've had some comments from some of you guys saying, well, you really can't make that much money, that's kind of BS and blah blah. Well, I'm here to tell you that's not BS. I would start at about 9:30, 10 o'clock. That's when all the big brown trucks are gone out of the warehouse, and then they set up rows of pallets and stuff on different lines for the PVD drivers. So the PVD drivers to you get your route, you back up to it, and they give you your thing, and it's like, okay, well, it's up to you to kind of organize it, how are you going to deliver it, that kind of thing. You have your normal route kind of thing that you do, and after doing it, even after like several days, you get a routine, you know how to load your car to be able to get in and out quickly. So the things with that, so sorry, I had to change my hand here. The things with that was you're in your car a lot. Like I said, I would probably get done about, sometimes as late as like 5 something, but I wouldn't start till like 10 o'clock, 9:30, 10 o'clock, and a lot of times I'd be done by like 3:30, 4 o'clock. And there's always stuff to go back and do and deliver and finish out delivering other people's routes if they're behind. Now UPS's job is to get all these packages out. So if you are kind of running late on running all your stuff, because you usually have to make like 3 trips, at least 2 trips, to get everything in there. You go, you do it all, you come back, you reload your car, you go back out. Well, when you come back, well, someone might have taken the rest of your load because they might have been done. Well, that's fine, because there's always stuff that you can do to go and take someone else's kind of finish out their route, that kind of thing. Because again, UPS isn't there to give you hours just for the sake of giving you hours. They're there for delivering packages, and that's what they do. But if you go back to the center and say, hey, what can I do? Can I drop off some more? Then they'll kind of send you off on some other random, hey, drop this off here, drop that off there. So you can get some hours in. I was probably averaging maybe 6-7 hours a day, 6 hours a day, something like that. And my gig ended literally like right after Christmas. I mean, the day after Christmas I was done, but again, that was expected. It's not like they fire you or anything like that. Everything, is pretty they're pretty upfront about what they're going to do and how they're going to do it. So, yeah, it's definitely a good gig. Now, someone saying, oh, that's BS, you're going to earn that much money. I was just looking through my bank statements, actually. I don't have my gross, and I don't mind telling you this, guys, because whatever. But for the month of December, I got 5 paychecks. Yeah, I can't remember, it was 5 paychecks. So I got, this is after taxes. So this includes your mileage, it includes your time and all that stuff. So after taxes, I got, paychecks were $1,100, $1,000, $1,000, 530 and then like another like 50 or whatever, right, for like a training day or something like that. So what are we at there? 335, figure like $3,600, and I probably could have made more. I probably could have picked up some more routes and stayed a little bit later and did some other stuff, but you know, still had to come back and do, you know, home life kind of thing, you know, for family stuff for Christmas. But there's, you know, the opportunity was definitely there to make a little bit more money. But I mean, it's legit. That's actual after taxes, you know, $3,500 or whatever for the month of December for driving around in your car. Not a bad gig at all. So it's different for everybody. Some people really liked it. Some people really took to the organization as far as, you know, organizing stuff in your own car and being able to do things the way you want to. Some people really didn't like that, but I didn't really see too many people quit. I mean, it's a pretty sweet gig. They're very organized too. It runs really well. At least the distribution center that I was at, and that's in Shakopee, Minnesota, is what I was out of, and really well run. And if you know you guys are thinking of doing this for the future, for next year, I would highly recommend doing it. It's you know, it's pretty painless, make very good money, drive around, organization is there. It's, you know, it's laid out. They, you know, there was really no hiccups. I was really impressed with the whole thing. So only thing I would caution though is there is some wear and tear on your car. Not necessarily for driving high mileage, because you're doing a lot of stop and goes. Even if you're doing a lot of stop and goes, you're not really wearing out brakes and rotors and things like that, because you're going from house to house to house to house, and it's just you're stopping every, you know, 50 feet or something like that sometimes. But that's not really putting a lot of wear and tear on your car. Honestly, you're not bringing your car down from speed and braking all the time. That's not it. But you're coming in and out of your car. You're opening up your hatch, whether it's like a lift glass or the back tailgate or doors, or you know, just getting in and out of your seat, you know, with the you know, wear and tear on all that kind of like latches. So nothing broke on my car, you know, but it's just something to be aware of. I mean, if you're gonna make you know, like 80 stops and 130 some deliveries or whatever it is, or packages or whatnot, probably more sometimes, and that's what I was averaging, about 80 stops or so. But sometimes you get, you know, you got to go back and forth, you kind of, you know, go in and out of your car, so you're almost doing like, maybe, you know, I don't want to say 50% more than that, but you're in and out of your car a whole lot more, excuse me, than what the package route says. So just imagine all the wear and tear on the latches, you know, just like the door latches. Every time you go in and out and you open it, I mean, this stuff's plastic on most cars. The lift gate, you know, the struts on the lift gate, the lift glass if you're opening that, or both, you know. So just be aware of that, you know. You might, you know, you might have accelerated wear on some of that stuff, and it's just things that aren't really thought of. People just usually think about, you know, brakes and engine or something like that. But honestly, that really wasn't it. So it was just kind of in and out, constantly doors closing, and you know the cushioning and stuff like that on your seat. You're scraping by your seat, going in and out all the time. That's just something to be aware of. So anyway, that's really it. So I've started a new job. Actually, this is the middle of January while I'm recording this, so I'm actually on break. I'm about to go back in. Has nothing to do with UPS, but anyway, if you want to do something seasonal for next year, get on that. I think they start putting out ads for that stuff in like late October, probably. I think. I'm sorry, mid November, I think it is. And you might be able to get a solid 5-6 weeks in there if you jump on it early enough. So anyway, just that's it for the follow-up of that. If you guys got any questions, that's great. I know a bunch of you guys have commented for the PVD stuff that you guys were doing, so I'd be curious to see how your season was. So mine was great. I have no complaints. All right, hope you guys are doing good. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching.